Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy Geedy P. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
That's crazy. Now you speaking about Wayne, man. Wayne is a very influential rapper.
Right.
New Orleans is a very influential city.
Facts.
And we was talking about like his face tattoos.
Right.
And how it was popular and stuff like that. And I wanted you to go in on that because like you back for Wayne. You break it down. You got the receipts and everything. But how do you feel about Wayne influence?
Wayne influence, I mean, just not the music. We already know how Young Thug, Lil Baby, like all these dudes is just, I could go on. So many people throw their flowers to Wayne and bow down to Lil Wayne, the Wayne Michael Carter from Holly Grove. Wayne just so influential, though. Like I said, the music, the way his work ethic, the way everybody want make music like he do. And like I said, Gucci do it, and Tupac was a hell of a workhorse to name a few, but we know Wayne was giving you high quality music, and he was consistent. And then he was putting on for the South when niggas was like, damn, this nigga really from the South, killing mixtapes like that, like a down South nigga. So Wayne that evolved a lot or whatever and all that during the Carter series, and a lot of people love that. And I mean, I've been on Wayne since, like I said, Wayne was with the Bee Gees, with him and BG, in '95 from the song like from 13 to the 17 all the way to right now. So yeah, Wayne influence go really far, but about the tattoos, a lot of people wasn't putting no face tattoos in their face like that. Not in hip hop. You might have seen dudes with teardrops for when they got down there, teardrop meant something or whatever and all that. But the cross in the middle of the forehead and just all the tattoos, all the rappers do that, and that's popular. But at one time, you had a lot of tattoos in your face, you was considered an outcast. Like, oh, you can't get no job. You know, whatever you gonna do, you better make a lot of money and own your own business because you ain't gonna get a job doing that. But Wayne influence was so big that niggas didn't even care. They was putting tattoos in their face. And you had seen Kodak, or you seen Jack Boy with the cross in the middle of his forehead, you seen Fredo Santana from Chief Key Cousin with the cross in the middle of his forehead. And there's a lot of them with it. Even 21 Savage put the dagger in the middle of his forehead, but that was still a tattoo in the middle of his forehead when people weren't doing that. And I know he said he got that from his partner Tay-Man that got killed. They were going to put it between their index finger and their thumb or whatever. But when he saw Tay-Man, Tay-Man had a dagger in the middle of his forehead for the Slaughter Gang. And then 21 Savage said he did it. But like I said, nobody wasn't putting nothing in between the head. Now New Orleans dudes, you might see him put mostly was the cross, which was a soldier tattoo that Soulja Slim popularized, and the teardrops, but Cali was doing it too, but just to stay on the soldier tattoo on the cross in the middle of the forehead, that was what Wayne did on the Carter 3, and then it became popular, and everybody started popping up with crosses in the middle of their forehead or whatever. But Soulja Slim, the first person we really seen like as a rapper do it that made probably influence Wayne. But that probably come from the New Orleans, the Angola jails and just penitentiary period. But Slim coined it, and Slim was always saying soldier tattoo or soldier sign. You know, soldier sign between my eyes, so you know I'm about drama. So Wayne, like I said, popularized it, and like a lot of rappers doing it now, but everybody got tattoos in their face. But New Orleans had niggas putting, after Katrina, niggas was putting like a Saint symbol in the middle of their forehead. They might put a 9 in the middle of their forehead. They might put a 17 in the middle of their forehead, a 3 in the middle of their forehead. They might even put a B or whatever in the middle of their forehead for their initials. But that was something that Baby and Birdman, I felt like popularized, and now everybody doing it. But before that, you just seen like people in jail, like, you know, you might have seen Aryan Nation, you know, certain gangs, whatever, Mexican gang, like niggas having tattoos. But that was a penitentiary thing. That spilled over into pop culture, I felt like, because Wayne and Baby. Because before that, you didn't see rappers put tattoos in their face like that. Man, not glorifying it, just saying that it seemed like it accelerated after Lil Wayne and Birdman.
And you right about that. I didn't think about that. Now I don't have no tattoos, but Wayne did make me want to get a tattoo. I just didn't go through with it.
Right. Wayne and Birdman, like I said, a lot of niggas seen they had tats on their face and all that.
Now speaking of Wayne, we was having a conversation about the Dipset and the Saint Lunatics, right?
Okay.
You mentioned that the Saint Nelly and the Saint Lunatics had influence as well with Wayne.
Right.
Now, initially, I thought that when Wayne hooked up with Dipset and he started hanging with those guys, and then once Wayne saw them, they influenced Wayne, and then Wayne influenced New Orleans.
With the squad.
With the squad, yeah.
Right.
But I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. But,
right.
But then you mentioned that somewhere down the line that Nelly and the Saint Lunatics had influence. Now, I've never really just heard nobody say that.
Right. Hell yeah.
But can you explain what you
Yeah, Nelly and them, dog. The reason I love Nelly and them so much, dog, like St. Louis, the 314, like the Lou, the Show Me State, like them dudes was, first of all, the way they took the name Saint Lunatics, they added their name to it, Lunatics with Louis. So that was already showing that they were showing a pride for their city. When Nelly came out, Nelly was wearing, you know, the Blues hockey jerseys. He was wearing a baseball jersey and all that for the Cardinals. He was wearing the Rams shit all the time. He had the chains on. You know, he had the car painted with the Rams colors on. And at that time, Marshall Faulk and Kurt Warner was cutting up the St. Louis Rams with the shit. Like, they was bombing on niggas in the football. So their city was on with the football. Plus, they was just going hard with the music, saying dirty and just all the lingo that they was doing. And then it was fly. Like, I know Camron was fly. They did the pink and all that stuff like that later, like around 2000 and all that too. And all that in 2003 or whatever. But when Nelly and them came out in 2000, Nelly had niggas. I remember on 106 and Poe, AJ with the Lunatics on 106 and Poe. You go watch the interview, and AJ had went to the crowd to go talk to one of the guests, and they be asking, like, you know, the guests about something. The dude in the crowd that AJ was asking the question, he was saying, "Who coming next out the St. Lunatics?" The dude was dressed like Nelly. Nelly was kind of laughing and all that. The dude had a bandage on his eye. He had a headband on. And he said he was from Brooklyn. Nelly from St. Louis, from the Midwest. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, they had niggas want to be like them. You don't sell that many records like Nelly did and don't have that much influence. So for people to act like Nelly didn't play a big part, even how he still kind of helped with the Air Force One song. Nigga was wearing them or whatever, but he spiked the sales up. And even Nike said that's why they sponsored the tour. That's why he had the whole Air Force One swinging from the ceiling. That shit ain't happened by mistake. They knew what he did for their sales, just like when Run DMC raised up the Adidas, and that made everybody want to go buy Adidas. So to act like Nelly influence and his flyness wasn't there, it's like doing a disservice to St. Louis and everything them dudes did. So yeah, for Wayne, like Soup said this on the interview with Darren on Nola Zine. Soup said he felt like when Wayne them went on that Nellyville tour, they saw how Lunatics was and they swagger, and he wanted to do that and put the squad together and mold them like that. But he still did take the idea from Dipset for why the way they was doing mixtapes in New York and said we gonna bring that to New Orleans because they was the first one to do that. Because I had never heard Soulja Slim rap off instrumental like a mixtape beat, like a Jay-Z beat, a Tupac beat. I never heard Soulja Slim do that. Lil Wayne was the first person I heard do it with the squad and all that. 1 through 7, and then I heard like Lil Derek and Chaotic do it or whatever from Uptown at the St. Thomas and the Cali. They was rapping off other people's beats too. But I feel like Wayne did that, dog. Yeah.
Wayne did do it. And to break that down and think
shout out to Nelly and them though.
Wayne did it, Nelly did it. But ultimately, I'm gonna say Master P changed. If it wasn't for him, I don't think a lot of that other stuff wouldn't have transpired.
P played a part in a lot of stuff, dog. Like I said, P one got the game from the Bay, and he one got the game from St. Charles, which is E40, Uncle. He one got the game from just what he seen Too Short them doing. Just all them dudes in the Bay, because the hustle was different. E40 and all the stuff they was doing. So he went out there, opened up the record store, got a lot of game from down there. Love what Jay Prince was doing too down there in Houston and all that, rap a lot. But he took the game out there, learned it, then came back to New Orleans and took it to another level. He waited. He could have got that deal when I think Jimmy Iovine wanted to sign him or whatever, but he didn't take that deal, and he waited and went with the deal with Priority. And that deal was a game changer, that 80-20 deal that he got. And you know, the South was never the same. So he set Cash Money up perfectly because Cash Money already was killing shit. And they already had a big old following, and they was already doing their fucking thing. But by Master P doing what he was doing and having so much success, they're like, damn, New Orleans really, where is that? And that created even more of a bit more with Cash Money. So when they come and get the $30 million deal, it was on a whole nother level. But Master P definitely did influence a lot. Like I said, I was telling dudes from Detroit, they was telling me the first time I seen Cartier and somebody glasses, diamonds, was Master P on the movie Foolish. But I seen him in New Orleans with him myself with diamonds and his Cartiers and all that. But I seen him on the movie Foolish, which they recorded that movie in 1998 and it was released in 1999 in April and shit like that. So I saw him with the Cartier diamonds. You know, we know the record deal he had or whatever. We know how much money he made. He even made more money than Michael Jordan that year in 1998. That was in, I think, Ebony magazine, a Jet magazine. They said that he had made more money than Michael Jordan in 1998. So playing basketball, having a Master P doll, you know, doing the movies, you know, doing I'm About It out his own pocket when that really wasn't even heard of. Like a nigga spending money out their pocket. You know, Russell and them did their movies and all that, but that wasn't fully financed by them. P paid for that out of his pocket. So a lot of things he did was game changing, and it was a blueprint to show people that this man running his record label like an underground label with a major movement behind them. But they could do whatever they want. They could put albums out when they want. They dropped like damn near 25 albums in 1998 and shit like that. Like they was just doing shit that was just crazy at the time. when most niggas would drop 1 album a year. And all this man cranking out music like Gucci dropped mixtapes.
Yeah.
He was doing that then.
And the crazy thing is, he's still doing it. Ice cream.
Yep.
He got chips. He got
Yep.
shoes.
Yep.
And then he putting his sons in position.
Right. And that's what I want to say too. And I remember they had an interview. I think it was on Mano or something. He had cut Jim Jones off, and Jim Jones was trying to say how much who influenced him. Because he was like, man, you know, y'all influenced a lot in the game, Jim. And Jim was like, well, a lot of people influenced us. He was like, who? He was like, Master P influenced us. He was like, what he influenced with them and Yachty? He cutting the man up with the man trying to big P up. Like Cam always big him up. And then Jim said, Baby and them influenced us too. And I guess he probably didn't like that a New York dude was bigging up a dude from the South. Instead of saying something about Russell, somebody from New York, whatever, Andre Rell, he was saying something about Master P and Baby, 2 dudes from New Orleans. But them dudes, Cam and them, love the blueprint that Cash Money laid down. So like, we gonna do what they do. These dudes in the South build up their own leverage and they make their own way. So we like what they doing. Cause like Cam said on Rap Radar, he was like, me and my niggas in Harlem, we used to argue over who gonna be the No Limit Soldier, who was Soldier Slimmer, or who was C Murder, who was like Mia X or whatever. But they was arguing over that on Cam Block, this Cam Words. So he said, by me going to college in Texas, it opened up my eyes to what the South was doing, what J Prince, Baby and them was doing, and Pete, and my love living in the Midwest, it opened up my eyes. So a lot of times people gotta go to other places to open up their mind and stop being so closed-minded on just where they from. Because it ain't where you from, is where you at. And where you at, you can learn some shit if you open up your eyes.
Real talk. And then, so you've always been in New Orleans?
Well, only time I left New Orleans was after Katrina and all that. Now, I've been to like Mississippi. I'll go out there with my cousin sometime and all that for the summer and chill out there by them. That's how I knew how much they love Boosie out there. I went to college in Alabama, Tuscaloosa, T-Town, still my Tigers. Shout out to HBCUs. So I had a lot of partners from Florida and all over that was at that college. Plus, I used to go with my cousin them sometime to Napoleonville and all that. And that's how I got on.